All right, so this video is going to cover how to dimension ISO number one. They're here on my screen is pictured my part drawing for the ISO number one. So to do the dimensioning, I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to New. I'm going to go to make sure you click on English. And then in my templates down here, I'm going to pick on the ANSI DWG. I'll double click that. Now my sheet comes up that I want to put my part on. I'm going to right click on ANSI large. I'm sorry. I'm going to right click on sheet one. I'm going to do an edit sheet. I'm going to change this D to an A. Now my sheet size is 8.5 by 11. I click OK. I'm going to change my title block here, change the size of it. I'm going to right click on ANSI large and delete it. I'm going to go up here to my drawing resources, click on this tab, and I'm going to click on the tab next to title blocks, and I'm going to click ANSI A. Now I'm ready to bring the part onto the screen. So I go to click on base, and automatically my part shows up. Now, if your part doesn't show up, we went through this before, you click on this folder right here, and you go into where you have your ISOs located. We created a folder called 11 ISOs, so your ISOs should be saved there. So now that I'm here, before I click off of this dialog box here, I'm gonna put my views here. We've done this before. Top view, side view, and the isometric. I want to turn on the light bulb. Inside of here in all caps, I'm going to type the word front. I'm going to leave it as a 1-to-1. Now, if for some reason your drawing comes on the screen and it's too large, say I had a 3-to-1, too large. I'm going to keep it at a 1-to-1. And everything here looks okay. I'm going to click OK. Now, there's a little red box that's ghosting around each of these views. If I hold down my left click and drag, I can move these around. Next thing I want to do is I want to format my words here. So I'm going to right click on these words, front scale, and I'm going to edit text style. And when I get in here, I'm going to go to text height. I'm going to change that to 0.1. I'm going to hit bold. I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to hit save and close. Now my scale changes. Everything is movable, so I can left click and drag this down a little bit. And now I go through the process of putting my dimensions on this. I go up here to annotate, go to dimensions. Remember, the dimensions still exist between the views. So I'm going to go from this point to this point. Pull that dimension up in between the views. I'm going to click this point to this point in between the views. This point to this point. And that's about all I can illustrate on that view. Another thing that you can do as far as doing some dimensioning and working with some of the other options is you can do a baseline. So when I click on baseline, I left click and drag a window around the points that I want to dimension. Now they're all highlighted. When I do that, I right click, I press continue, and I'll get those dimensions out there. So now I'm still in baseline because it's still highlighted here. So on my side view, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll left click and drag a window. Press enter, sorry. Left click and drag a window around this end. Press continue, and I'll get these dimensions here. Now, what's not necessary is, I'll show you in just a second, is I don't want a double dimension, so I hit escape. I don't want both of these dimensions here. So I click on this one since I already have it, and I'll delete that out. Now I want to make sure I got all the words showing just like I right here on the front view scale. Want to make sure all the words are showing. I double click this view, little red box, turn on the light bulb, type in R dot side, these are all caps, click OK. Same thing with the top view, there's a little red box ghosting. Turn on the light bulb, this will be top, click OK. I'm gonna move this up here, left click and drag, and then I'll do the isometric. Turn on the light bulb, type in isometric, and then click OK. And then when I go to my A text, left click and drag a window inside of here and call it, oops, isometric number 1. And I click OK. And this is how you dimension ISO number 1.